halftime radio show, one of the most world-renowned radio shows ever.
Thank you.
You were involved in that. Now, how did that go down, and what were some of the fond memories you might be able to share?
Well, the show started back in March of '98. My man DJ Riz, who actually me and him both used to DJ for Search.
Okay.
Riz had been on radio in New York on and off for a long time, and he actually was on NYU prior to about 8 months before we got the halftime show.
Yep.
And the show he was on got canceled because of alcohol and cursing and all that stuff up in the station. So he was off there for a while. And he was itching to get back on. So he had stepped to me and asked me if I'd want to help him with doing a new show. So he came to me with the idea. We came up with the concept. We stepped to Lynn, who was doing the show at the time. We all merged, and we came up with the name Halftime Show. And we just celebrated 10 years a couple of months ago.
Monumental moment. I wish everyone was still celebrating like they used to.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing too. It's like because we grew up on the era we came up in, and there's certain standards that we look to, and that's what we try to provide to our listeners with the show. It's like there's a certain way we want to hear the music played. Like the mixing, the cutting. You
mean real skill.
Exactly. The interviews, the type of music. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a style to how we do it, and that's what we try to bring to with the show.
Now you're still doing radio. You even cover for DJ Premier on Sirius. What do you think about hip hop today and radio hip hop today? The whole 9 yards.
I really lost interest in commercial radio. It's like sad to say. I mean, I have a lot of friends that actually play on commercial radio, and I have conversations with them, and it's like their hands are tied for the most part. It's like they have to stick to a format that's given to them, and once in a while they can try to throw some joints in there. But like to me, it's like you listen, going back like to back in the days, you had commercial radio during the day that would play R&B and whatever it is, but then when it got to the nighttime, you'd have Molly Mall and Red Alert and cats like that would play total different stuff from what you hear during the daytime. Now you put on commercial radio mix shows at night, and it's really just a mix of what they're playing during the daytime. You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't have real DJs doing it anyway.
There's still some out there. You know what I'm saying? There's still cats that actually have skills, but again, it's like people want to succeed in life, so they want to fit in. So it's like if Funkmaster Flex is setting the standards of this is how it is, then everyone else is going to fall in line with that and say, okay, we have to play the same things, we have to do the same, that. And like, to me, that's never been my thing. It's like I've always wanted to do something different. It's like I want to I remember like when I was working at the record store down in South Carolina, and Nas had just dropped the halftime 12-inch, and no one knew who he was in South Carolina, and everyone that came in, I was like, yo, you gotta listen to this record, you gotta check this kid out. And I put so many people up on him, and it's like, and that's the same mentality to this day. It's like I want to be able to tell you, yo, you gotta check this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like 50 Cent and Jay-Z as much as anyone else, but I also want to find something else that no one knows about and expose them to that. You know what I'm saying? So that to me, that's what DJing is about. And that's also what Premier's into. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like when he needed someone to fill in for him, he came to me and was like, yo, he's like, I know what you do and I know how you handle things. He's like, I want you to fill in for me. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, because it's like I just do what I do on halftime, but like more concentrated. You know what I'm saying?
So to wrap things up, I want to find out, of course, how you feel about the Non Phixion falling apart, and of course Goretex. There's a lot of words displayed on the internet.
It's like it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like it was a great run. It's like we put a lot of work into Non Phixion. We kind of paid our dues to that, and it's just one thing when you have 4 dudes in a group, and everyone doesn't have, I'm not gonna say the same vision, but like you have certain people that pull their weight more than others, and basically that's what it came down to. It's like me and Bill really spearhead a lot of the stuff within the crew, and Bach is there to like do whatever needs to be done as well. And like unfortunately with Goretex, he just wasn't around to like follow through on a lot of stuff. So it's like why are 3 people gonna keep moving the group forward? Unless it's gonna if all 4 ain't gonna move it forward, then there's no more group. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's what we decided. It's like everyone was doing solo stuff at the same time anyway. So it's like what, we started the group as 4 people in Non Phixion. So it's only fair that like we didn't want to like kick somebody out and make it 3 or replace somebody. So like what, we did Non Phixion, we did that. Let's just leave it on a high note and move on. So
what do you got coming up? What's the next step?
The next step, we're just wrapping up Ill Bill's Our Reprisal album, which will be out in a few months on Uncle Howie's Strange Music. That album, Bill will talk to you all about that. That's crazy. We got the La Coca Nostra album, which is also being wrapped up and should be out hopefully late this year. and just more touring. You know, you're gonna see us out a lot more. Ill Bill or Coca Nostra. You know, I've been working on the halftime show DVD for like the last 2 years, just filming, you know, interviews and freestyles and stuff like that. So that'll come shortly. This summer we got the Rocksteady Crew's 31st anniversary. Rest in peace, my man Frosty Freeze. We're gonna have a big tribute as part of the anniversary this year. So that's pretty much, you know, that, and expanding the Fat Beats. You know, it's like, you know, when I get back, we're definitely gonna try to. We got some ideas we've been throwing around, so we're trying to sell more units in this day and time of.
Yeah, what ideas you got? You know?
Yeah.
This is all right. Thank you very much.
This is what you need to do. You need to tell Quest. You need to give away your music for free. Just give all your CDs away to the customer to come in. That's what you do. It'll work. Trust me.
There you go.